I take this opportunity to wish everyone, those who are involved in the health service sector, a very happy Doctors' Day. In fact, this day may not be only for true doctors, it is all who are working in the hospital environment setup or who are involved in diagnosing, treating, curing, or counseling the patients are actually equivalent to doctors, and this day is attributed to all of you. And when this day was actually coined or designed in 1991, it was actually to express gratitude towards the healthcare sector. As we know, as our beloved administrator mentioned, Dr. B.C. Roy was a renowned physician, apart from being a politician, freedom fighter, educationist, social worker, etc. He himself was instrumental in establishing many medical colleges. What India got from the British when they left was mainly ill health, illiteracy, and poverty. And many of our forefathers thought if we deal with illiteracy, ill health, etc., poverty will automatically disappear. Of course, we may not have achieved what was planned many years back. We have come a long way because of the involvement of not only the government, the public-private partnership. The private sector in the health industry has played a significant role. And as doctors, we know the life they undergo. As Dr. Rajesh mentioned, many a times they sacrifice their family life. Lunch may or may not be there at times. Maybe even if they can afford at times only 2 meals a day, their sleep is affected, deprived of the sleep. Anytime they may have to attend to the patient. And it's one thing they think is the outcome rather than the income. Even the nursing faculty, nursing services, or whoever, they think about the outcome. And as again mentioned, when a patient recovers, a patient was bedridden, when he or she walks, that happiness is ultimate. That is what we get. And we are, though once upon a time, doctor's profession was considered as a noble profession. As far as we are concerned, it is still a noble, and the doctors give their best. Nobody says no. My half service I give. It's a full service, full commitment they give. At times, doctors are not cannot say everything, cannot treat every disease. There are only certain limitations. As it was told, it is uncertainty is there. Nobody can say who will have 100% recovery and who will walk freely in spite of having a disease which otherwise cannot be treated. So this is like doctors' commitment, and doctors do their best. They may or may not succeed all the time. That our public must understand. I even know a certain number of doctors who have given up their practice not because of the work pressure. This is because of the attitude of the people, especially the crimes or whatever happens. In spite of even explaining to the relatives, sometimes our public becomes restless, damaging the property, attacking the doctors. There are a lot of instances we hear, and nobody in fact backs the doctors. That is very important. Doctors themselves may not be united, and the politicians, we know, they are not much bothered about the doctors because we don't form a big vote bank for them. If we were a vote bank, public is a vote bank for us. They support. Even at times in the violence, politicians are involved. Nobody is willing to make firm laws about the assault on doctors or the health professionals. So let this day be a an expression of gratitude towards the medical professionals in the care they provide, and let this gratitude, let it remain the whole year, not for one day. Only one day you worship your doctors and rest of the day you don't care about the doctors. Let it not be so. And as we know, once a person helps me or anyone in our difficult days, we have to remain grateful to them all the time. Doctors are said to be responsible for many times in emergency situation. They are supposed to be the people who give rebirth to the individuals. Birth is given by the mother, and at times we say, this is my second life because I was saved in such and such an accident or a disease or whatever. So these things are very important. So let this day remain as almost like throughout the year. Let Doctors Day be there all throughout the year, and let us have the commitment which we continue to have all throughout our lives. Thank you very much for having me, Father.
On behalf of other charitable institutions, I wish each and every one of you doctors a very happy Doctors Day and appreciate your dedicated service and commitment to our institution. As rightly said by Dr. Rajesh, that it is not easy to be a doctor. Always there are challenges. But in spite of all the challenges, when the patient is improving, he regains his or her health, doctor always feels happy and good because the patient is responding to my treatment and that his health is restored. Dr. Anthony also said, even at the middle of the night, no one gets up, not an engineer, not any other professional, but except a doctor. When he is called, he gets up and goes to treat the patient or one to save one's life. I remember what I read. Once a doctor, in the middle of the night, he was called. A young boy came and knocked at his door. It was raining, and middle of the night, the boy cries, "Sir, please come and save my ailing mother who is on her deathbed." Middle of the night, heavy rain, and a distance to go, and just a young boy has come. He had his own doubts in his mind, but without any hesitation, he followed the boy. After walking some distance, interior road, he found a small hut, and there a lady was lying on her bed, and this doctor treated her, and then he came back. After some months and years, the doctor became dean of a medical college, like our Dr. Anthony Silva. And it was a graduation day. And for that graduation day, they had invited the Prime Minister of that country, United Kingdom. The dean, after giving the certificates to the students who completed their course, he narrated this incident, motivating all the young junior doctors. See, doctors, in my life, an incident took place in the middle of the night. I was called, and it was so difficult for me to go. But in spite of all those difficulties, I went with a boy to save his mother, and I'm very happy that in the middle of the night I went and treated that lady. I do not know after that what has happened, but I did my duty, and this should motivate you all, young doctors. That is what he said. And that time, the president of the program, who was the Prime Minister of UK, he suddenly got up from his seat and he jumped out and held the legs of this dean and thanked him, saying, "Sir, the boy that came in the middle of the night is myself, and I am grateful to you for these last 30 years. I was looking for who is the doctor that treated me, that treated my mother, and my mother was fully restored to health. And I did not know who is that doctor. Though I went to his house in the middle of the night, now I do not know who is that person. And today, sir, as you explained, I came to know that it is you, and therefore I am grateful to you." The Prime Minister of the country, holding the legs of the Dean for the great service rendered by this Dean or doctor that day for his mother. My dear doctors, the commitment that you show towards your patients, I know, as Dr. Rajesh said, sometimes to be away from the family, from children, the small children, young children of yours, cannot see your face. Before they get up, you are on the way to the hospital. And before they sleep, you will not be able to reach the house. And therefore, sometimes you may not be able to see the face of your children, risking your own life and rendering your service to the suffering humans is a great mission, and that's why doctors are called gods. And that was the trust in the ancient time and even now. Of course, there are a few who do not understand the sacrifice of the doctors, who do not understand that doctors are there for us, but rather they tease, they say that they squeeze our blood, that they unnecessarily ask us to go for investigation, or that they make money, and so on and so forth, and even manhandling them. And if the cure has not taken place, as the doctor said, everything is not in our hands. The doctors will try their best, leaving the rest to God. But people don't understand and drag them to the court. And this is what we see. And very strangely, it is in India, in our country only it happens more. I don't think that in other countries there is a lot of respect for doctors. But today, the sad scenario in our country, and therefore we have to educate our people. And the doctors, maybe one or two or a few, a handful of them, maybe extortioners, maybe not good doctors, maybe do not have the empathy towards the patient, though they may be interested only with money, but not with everyone. As the Dean said, it is the outcome that doctor sees. What good I can do, the outcome, and not the income. Income is in terms of remuneration. See, you need not, when you do your best, remuneration will come. There will be so many people coming and meeting you, and you are giving small gifts, not because of anything else, but in gratitude. Therefore, of course, I understand you spend a lot of money for your studies. In our country, the situation is such. Though it is the responsibility of the government to give education, including medical education and giving health facilities to the people, because people are paying the tax. But today, the very sad fact is the tax that the citizens who pay, we do not know where it goes, especially the GST or whatever may be. The improvement takes place is very little, and the support given by the government, whichever government may be, for healthcare, for medical education. See, there is a dearth of the nurses, and people are going abroad. Then good colleges, the government should recognize and give them the intake. Okay, you have 100, you take 150 because it's a good college. So also medical college, not like inspection like this. Instead of that, okay, this is a good college. Oh, you have 150, now take 200. That should be so that healthcare improves, and that we will be able to give good healthcare facilities to our patients, because still the ratio between doctors and patients is not enough. Nurses are in shortage, and therefore, days like this, it is good to think about this and that we motivate people towards that many more may come for healthcare so that wellness is restored to the people. With this, I once again wish each and every one of you doctors, grateful to you individually, we may not meet, except that I had the opportunity to give you a cup of tea without tea, a cup for tea. I take this as a great blessing and opportunity for me. May God bless your hands, and through you, the healing power of God may reach to the patient for their wellness. May God bless you. Thank you.